everyone, I'm Chris T. Ian, the host of The Captivating Christian, and today we have ourselves another Chris Watches video. I was originally going to do this as a Captivating Christian video, like a full-on review, scripted and everything, but this one's going to be a bit different. This one's going to be special. This is going to be going back to the roots of some of the other Chris Watches videos, like Newborn Cuties, and the Creation Adventure Team, and Gaither's Pond. It's going to be kind of in that vein instead of a typical scripted Captivating Christian review. So today we're going to be talking about a series called Donkey Ollie. Now, if you don't know about Donkey Ollie, it is a low-budget Christian animated series, animated with good old-fashioned Sagai animation, and it apparently lasted for about 13 episodes or so. It didn't actually get like a full season or anything like that. Kind of like VeggieTales, it was never really listed by season. They usually just made one episode at a certain amount of time, and I guess they stopped after 13 episodes. So, yes, it didn't get to carry on the legacy of other classic Christian television like VeggieTales or Bible Man. So at complete random, I went through each of the episodes and I landed on this one that we're going to be watching. This is apparently in the middle of the series. It's the 7th episode. Not sure if that's a good idea, but you know what? It'll probably make things a little bit interesting, right? So without further delay, this is The Adventures of Donkey Ollie.
Are you all right?
No! We're gonna be slaves in the palace of Ramses!
Indeed you are!
You better go. You'll just spoil punishment if I'm seen talking.
Whoa now. Okay, I know this is ancient times and things are different back then, but you don't beat children, okay? That's not right. That's bad, okay?
Now get these children ready for the journey. That raven stole my whip! Well, perhaps you should quit taking out your anger on these children and try a little kindness. A slaver doesn't have to be cruel.
This is another Stranger Danger PSA, isn't it? I mean, can we please get Chris Hansen, or Yellow Dino, or Corny the Alien, or at the very least, Winnie the Feces? It appears that that man wants to beat the children, and that one wants to get a little too close to the children. For all we know, these Egyptian slaver guys are actually going to be working with the likes of Jeffrey Epstein.
Where are they being taken?
To the palace of Ramses the Pharaoh. They're all to be his slaves.
Slaves? Little Jonathan and Rhea? Slaves?
Now this is just reminding me I could be watching Josh and the Great Wall from VeggieTales instead.
We were in slavery!
I wanna be a meal, like corn and blue, I feel I just wanna stay alive.
Oh no, there's gonna be a lot of song numbers in this, isn't there?
I miss my mommy.
You, little girl. I thought I said no whimpering.
Okay,
Right now.
please stop doing that. Stop trying to beat the children. YouTube will probably take this down for child abuse. I mean, this isn't moral oral, sir. What are you doing?
Didn't your mama teach you? It's better to be nice. Don't be a fool, big guy. Listen to my advice.
Not listening to the rest. That's a whole lot of no in a 10-pound can right there.
Lucius, you have a problem. Look at how big you are picking on these children. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Besides, you can forget about these two. They'll be helping me in the kitchen.
See ya. Bye, nasty man.
You're a very creepy man, you know that? Please, whatever it costs, just go back to the donkey and the bird and the creepy elf boy man thing. Just anything but these slavers, okay? I don't like watching their scenes.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ramses the 11th. My father is Pharaoh.
If you are a prince, where are your bodyguards?
My bodyguards? Why, the last time I looked, they were running one side of me. But that was about an hour ago.
Not only is this giving me flashbacks to the 2007 Ten Commandments movie, but the really unsettling undertones and the sporadic song numbers are giving me flashbacks to Gaither's Pond. I'm saying it right now, Christians deserve better quality entertainment, gosh dang it.
I can talk and I can sing. We've got a lot to say.
Wow, and to think, I thought Pippi Longstocking was bad at spacing out their song numbers.
You could really be happy if you treat us fair. You can ignore our feelings and think
Oh, ew, gross. The donkey and the horse are making eyes at each other. Ew. That is so gross. Next thing you know, they're gonna want to hold hands, and everyone knows you're not allowed to do that kind of thing until you get married. They're having Ramsey's son get awfully close to that horse. Are they trying to imply that Ramsey's son is a brony? Because if so, that's just sick.
Oh, Jehu, here comes Barshad. Maybe he'll show you how to drive a chariot, and you can be in the race.
A chariot race? The one in the bottle?
Indeed, I can help you win.
Oh, I just realized something. If you were to put a parrot on this man's shoulder and give him a hat, he looks an awful lot like Jonathan Tronathan.
If you're quick to learn and listen, don't mind being bumped a bit. I can show you how to take a tune so fast it might make you sick.
I'm going to grab a drink while this song plays out. I do not care anymore.
I want you to meet some of my new friends from Jerusalem.
Apparently, by this show's logic, you can sing a musical number and then a character's motivations just change like that. At least that 2007 Ten Commandments movie tried to follow the source material. Sure, it got a little bit iffy near the second half of the film.
I'm not from Jerusalem. I'm from Caesarea. Ollie's from Bethany.
Well, pleased to meet you. I'm Alondra.
Oh gosh, that weird yellow-eyed demon girl in the background. Look at her. She looks like she's trying to suck your soul through her eyes. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with your face?
I was there when they took him to the cross. I was there and took him to his tomb. Couldn't eat for days. Then I heard this soothing voice and looked into his face. Clearer than each breath. He really did come back from the grave.
I've never heard it explained like that. I believe it now.
I do too.
Ollie and Rupert have made some good friends, but will it be enough to save Jonathan and Rhea? Only time will tell.
Alright, so that's the end of the episode, but that's not the end of the video. You see, each Donkey Ollie episode would usually end with a bonus skit, kind of like how in the middle of VeggieTales episodes you'd have silly songs with Larry. But in this show's case, every episode ends with a segment called Farmer John's Corner. And what exactly happens in Farmer John's Corner? You get an old man and an old woman talking about horses that are on their farm.
So I was going to ask you some questions. What do they eat? I mean, can you feed them just anything or grass?
Well, their main food is grass, but a racehorse like Lucky needs a lot more energy.
He's a racehorse?
She was a racehorse,
Oh,
yes. She. She loves clover, but she has this, which is alfalfa. It's a type of hay.
To break character for this one, but something about this segment reminds me of this really creepy old cringe video from like 2014, 2015 about some guy talking about like true animal love.
You stand a pretty woman and a pretty mare? I'll take the mare.
I shared him with 3 other horses.
If you want to make this segment 10 times creepier, just imagine it being that guy in that video. Oh my god. Okay, so after watching just one episode of Donkey Ollie, here's what I think about this show in general. The animation in this show is slightly better than Gaither's Pond, but no better than that 2007 Ten Commandments movie. The original characters in this show, who aren't supposed to be connected to characters from Bible stories, just kind of come off as there, like they're just kind of added into the story at random, and they don't really have any distinct characteristics like, say, any of the cast of VeggieTales. There are a lot of song numbers and they don't really know how to space them out, so sometimes it feels like you'll go 5 seconds without a song sequence before it just segues to the next one. And most of the voice actors sound like they were recording their lines off of an iPhone. Yeah. But you know what? Just because it's a Christian show, that means I'm going to let all of that slide.
Bad touch, stranger danger.